There's Kent getting ready to take off to our new destination. Hi friends, in this video Kent and I go into the town of Farron to get supplies, and then we end up going back up the mountain, and I show you that there's a golf course as you go up towards the Millsite State Park, and campground area, and then we go past that area where we were boondocking and we head up the mountain going north and then sort of west, so kind of northwest as we start to climb. Now, I intended on capturing more, videos of me talking through a lot of the areas and situations, but unfortunately I didn't realize that the mic that I had, it was a new mic, was giving me issues. So I will be looking for a new mic. Right now I'm just using one of those earbud type until I come up with another solution. But the one mic that I ordered online, and I really was hoping that was doing better than what it was doing, and I should have checked more of the videos. But I just kept filming and filming and traveling and filming, and then of course when I went to edit, I'm like, oh no, I have a really awful mic. So I'm not in a situation through all these places that we've been traveling to get anything else ordered. So I apologize for a couple of clips that might have that kind of staticky kind of awful audio, but I've only kept it in a couple places if I felt it was not so horrible that you couldn't tell what I was saying, and then the other ones I did a voiceover, okay? But the footage is still there. It's great. You still get the experience of us traveling, and it was definitely one of the most amazing, again, beautiful drives that I got to go on in Utah. Now, as we start to climb, though, we get up to Willow Lake, which is at 10,000 feet. And I believe we started at about 8,000 or somewhere around there, or 7,500, 8,000. But I'm not positive, but somewhere around there where Millsite is at. But anyway, so we just climb, and we continue climbing, and you're going to see where the road gets very narrow at times. So it turns into a dirt road, but if a car was coming towards you, it was definitely quite a challenge to try to scoot over so another car could pass, but luckily we didn't have too many situations like that. The other thing is the cars, Kent's truck and mine, was having a little bit of trouble because the climb was kind of steep, and of course it was hot, and then we're increasing in elevation quite a bit. So we kind of climb, we level out, and we climb again. So my vehicle was going about 25 miles per hour, maybe 28, but not quite to that 30 going up, but I didn't want to push it. So I let it, just kind of do its thing getting up there, but it didn't have the power. It was sluggish trying to get up some of those steep climbs that we had to climb. But the road wasn't bad. I mean, it was gravel, but it was just steep climbing, probably the most steep that I've been on in a long time. But we did make it up there, had a great time. So I hope you enjoy all the clips that I have and everything of our trip going up to Willow Lake, and I talk about some other lakes that are up in this area, okay? So enjoy. If you like golf, they do have this is the Millsite Golf Club, and you come to this right before the Millsite campground. So if you like golf, you can always come and check this place out. Beautiful view of the mountain. You know, right behind the golf course. Well, that's kind of cool, huh? Probably a view of the water down there. Thought I'd let you know. Kent and I went into the town of Farron for supplies. Then on the way back, we go back up the road where we originally drove to get to the Millsite State Campground and where we boondocked. But it was getting dark when we went up there the first time. So I was so excited that we were able to capture it going back up the mountain. Now, as you continue up this mountain, passing the Millsite State Park area, and you continue north and slightly west, you will come to a lake called Wrigley Reservoir. They have a primitive campground there with a vault toilet. And once you continue to pass that reservoir, you will come to Willow Lake. And that is where we ended up boondocking. Now, they do have a campground there with a vault toilet. But again, it is a primitive camping just like at Wrigley. Now, once you continue up past Willow Lake, you will come to another reservoir called Farron. And at that one, they do have a campground, vault toilet, and from what I understand, they do have water there. I'm not sure if they have boondocking around that particular lake. But all of them, you want to make sure to take your garbage out. that's Wrigley Reservoir from what I saw from the sign. Okay, so this is Wrigley Lake, as I said when we pulled in. But I learned something, and I have to correct myself, that it's not a campground here. They just have camping here, but they do have a bathroom and then boondocking spots and around this reservoir, but not an official campground. So, wanted to clarify that. But we're going to go and check out Wrigley Lake, not Wrigley, sorry, Willow Lake, further down and see what that looks like. So we have to go back down the road and then make a turn. Isn't that view spectacular though? Oh my gosh, amazing.
That's the valley up there on that corner spot. That's that mountain that we were looking at.
Okay, he always gives good info. Oh my gosh, the views even on the other side are phenomenal. Beautiful up here. The other thing I want to say is up over there, I had amazing 4G LTE.
Are you back there?
2 and 3 bars, so really nice signal. Okay, I gotta answer him. So he's saying that right there was facing the lake where we were just at. So down in the valley there. Okay, gotta concentrate on my driving. Here we go. Oh, Kent just said horses. Wow. So there's a cattle guard and then there's horses over here. Wonder if they can't be wild. I don't know. How cool. Yeah, I know something, one of them has something around its neck. Oh, horsies. stay tuned for the next video of our stay at Willow Lake. And while we were at the lake, we got to fish, and it was one of those lakes that we got to catch a fish after fish after fish. So it made my fishing experience just, so much fun because I was new to it. So we were catching lots of trout. And then also in the distance where our base camp was at, where Kent's camper was at, we were able to see the most spectacular mountain and valley view from our base camp. So that was just so amazing. And then it was the start of the monsoon season. So storms were coming through. We were able to see our own little personal lightning bolt shows out in the distance. Nothing was overhead of our area too much. A couple boomers, but nothing that we had to be too concerned about of the lightning up over us. So just what we saw out in the distance. So it was just really a cool camping experience there at this Willow Lake in Utah. So stay tuned for the next video, okay, when I release our stay there. So I love you all, and I'll see you then. Thank you, and I appreciate everyone out there for watching and for subscribing to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and ring that bell twice if you haven't, and to be notified of every video. And together we can make a difference with my favorite charities, Wilderness on Wheels and Meals on Wheels of America.